What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Trying to use Hangout on air as long as we possibly can. It's going away August 1st. They're changing up the game on us. So, if you don't know who I am, and there's 14,000 new subscribers, so just saying what's up to you guys. I am Erica, the author of the Smartphone Millionaire book, How to Invest in People, Businesses, and Real Estate from the palm of your hand. And many of you probably like, girl, what happened to you? Usually Freedom Fridays earlier in the day. And usually it is. But right now we are just in a season of enjoying ourselves, enjoying our life. And we're technically on summer sabbatical. So in the midst of summer sabbatical, here I am, giving at least 2 videos a week to you guys. I want you to definitely hit the like button and drop your city and state. Listen, I'm just going to tell it like it is. If you are not ready to see me in LA on Tuesday during the day, you're going to miss out on a good one. We're really going to break it down. Also, July 13th, Chicago bus tour. You guys are going to be missing it. Now, I have been sharing silliness in the community section just because I had a whole bunch more. I had like 10 more things I was going to post. But I said, let me calm down just for the day. But I want to give a shout out to Annette Worth on Instagram. She got me this truck, got trucks, super cool hat. Super glad she knows I need visors for the hair, the freedom up the top. But it is a Freedom Friday, and I definitely want to give you guys third quarter, updates. It's the third quarter of the month, and I have to say this. I have a tendency to be a bulldozer, right? A sledgehammer, if you will. When I was younger, I used to be like, man, you're like a sledgehammer. And it was a reference to bicycle riding and some other things as a kid, riding rough on 4-wheelers. But when I see a goal, I just beat the door down until I get to that goal. And that's just my nature. I get a lot of it from my dad. He's very stubborn, very much like, here's the goal. We're just going to go towards the goal. And I've got that same kind of personality. But it doesn't always help in business. You know, you got to communicate with people. You got to tell them what's going on, share with them the rumble and tumble of life. And with the investment group, I've learned that for sure. So it's been a heavy 6 months learning curve. But it's also because I saw forecasted in the future that a lot of YouTubers and other people in different careers, if they did not have assets, income producing assets, the next 10 years were going to be hard. Now, this last recession, that I actually know people who, they have sons and daughters who are engineers. They're still helping pay their parents get out of the hole from 2008. I have one friend whose parents basically had big old Cadillac Escalades, living nice. And, he finally graduated with his engineering degree. And he's still helping his parents who are underwater in their home, got cars, they rolled over debt on top of rolled over debt. And then the father had a heart attack. So now they're in their 50s and they're really never going to get a start over, if you know what I mean. They're never going to get this burst of energy to like clear all this debt and do stuff. And pretty much the son has figured out, I'm going to spend the next 10 years of my life, now that he's out of the service and now he's got his full engineering degree, helping pay back my parents' debt. As sad as that is, that's what he just basically signed up for. He's like, that's his future. And seeing his situation, lucky for them, they have a son who wanted to be an engineer and gonna make 120K. Everybody's not that lucky to have a son who's like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure mom is okay. I'm gonna make sure dad is okay. Dad had a heart attack. He got to get on disability. So what? He got that Escalade rolled over in a ton of ridiculous debt and that house at ridiculous debt levels. I'm gonna help them pay it down. Everybody doesn't have a son like that, y'all, and you know it. And in seeing that, I think in my nature, I'm like, yo, hey, I'm ringing the bell. I'm ringing the bell of what's to come. And some people just don't want to get right. They just don't. They pretty much have designed and resigned themselves to think, you know what, Erica, I'm always going to kind of live in this situation of life. I'm always going to kind of be at this level. And they don't realize it's short-lived. I have one friend turning 50 years old and wants to switch jobs and is having a hard time. And he's in tech. And what I tell people is, you're not going to stay young forever. You're not going to stay youthful forever. You're not going to be as flexible forever. And some people are just being real stubborn right now. And they're like, don't care. Going to ride this train till it crashes. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I want to give you guys a third quarter update because as stubborn as I am, as bullheaded as I am, I had some great conversation with people today like, hey, communicate. Staff, communicate. Investors, communicate. Let us know what's going on. Don't just charge head first into it because then, you know, it's hard to back out. So I'm going to share my screen and give you guys some updates on how things have been going. Of course, this is not the full, you're not seeing everything. If you're not in the investment group, if you're not in a particular group, you're not seeing everything. You just ain't. That's just how it rolls. If you want to see everything, you would be in the investment group. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay. All right, everybody should be seeing Instagram, and I posted this today. You know, after I alerted all groups except for group G and group H, which H is starting brand new. So anyway, here is some of the settlements. Now you can't see everything. You're not going to see everything. You're not in the investment group, so you're not going to see everything. So this is just some of the driver settlements. Again, we have multiple trucks with this one company. I really want to put 2 trucks with a separate company just to have some power over the situation, but we'll see. All right, so here's one. This is after all, but this is ESCO, trailer, e-logs, driver pay, fuel. This is the check left over. Okay, can y'all see this? I hope this is big enough. Let me know. Let me see if I can increase my screen size. Ooh, what about that? That ought to be better. Let you guys put a 1 in the comments if this is a bigger size and you can see more. Put a 1 in the comments if this is better. Put a 1 in the comments. I think this is bigger. Let me see. I'll go one more. Oh no, that drove it crazy. How about that? Okay. Put a 1 in the comments if this is better. It should be way bigger at this point. So this is 1,465 on one truck. And again, these are all scrambled up, so you won't know which truck. So this is a 713. Now, many people are like, what? Okay, again, this is how much they drove. This is how much they drove empty miles. Total mileage is here. Price per load. Commission, 15% is what the third-party company takes. This is us afterwards. Insurance weekly. Escrow weekly means money they put away. Trailer rental. I don't own any trailers. Won't ever own any on this deal. E-logs weekly. So you had to pay the driver 50 cents a mile, which is pretty good for a driver. 3,079 miles. That means they got paid 1,539. Fuel is 1,312. So that left you at 713. And I think this is important for me to show you guys this because many people are like, oh, you know, is it really making all that money? And oh, they got driverless trucks. And people are saying a lot of stuff that they don't know what they're talking about. And that's pretty funny. But anyway, this is another truck. This truck got $1,805 after all is said and done. Next truck, this one had 1,772. Now, could I argue about the escrow? Could I argue? This is 2 weeks, of course. Could I argue about how much is coming out for different things? For sure. But at the end of the year and the end of the day, we're going to do the math and make sure everything adds up. Okay, here's another one. Oh, wait, you can't even see the bottom. There it is. This truck gave us good living, okay? $2,198.25. After driver was paid, after everything was done, that's a good week. You know what I'm saying? So this is a pretty good week. This was actual driver pay, not fuel. So I don't know why that looks like that. That's missing a number. So anyway, then this is another one. This driver didn't do 3,000 miles. But, you know, if you do 7 days on the road, you get guaranteed pay 1,650 according to this company, this particular company, not all companies. Fuel, 1,098. You know, this wasn't cheap. These are long routes. $751 was what was left over. There's this truck right here. And in the comment sections, I love the comments that are like trying to insult me and all this stuff. Now, why do I bring this up? Maybe you were like, Erica, don't address the haters, but I got to. You know, I got to, because these are the people who are on the internet that are out there, not winning in life, not thriving, but yet they're watching. They're watching and watching and thinking, man, how can I do better? Bump her doing better. Sorry, trying to enjoy my hot tea. How can I do better, right? So I got the Tide Capital shirt on there. Here's all the other trucks. But again, I wanted to show this because so many people are like, I don't, you know, Erica. They're all focused on the wrong things, things that just don't matter. Things that don't matter. So again, about being a military, but, just Terry's birthday. Here's the Chicago bus tour. Sitting here trying to give you guys game that people are coming up in your neighborhoods, buying houses for $35,000, turn around and renting them out forever. And people out here have the nerve to just be criticizing because they don't have nothing going on. They got a lot of free time and not a lot of money. And that's a problem. Okay. Again, here's different things. Money is trash. You've seen that. This is, of course, the boat. This is the party barge will be on. Of course, there'll be some chairs on this part of the deck. There'll be food and a keg. And we're going to have a blast of a time. I'm super excited to be going off with you guys on this. And this is going to be an annual thing. This is going to happen every year. We're going to have a boat party and a VIP dinner, or VIP brunch next year, of course. So the boat party next year, hopefully, will be on a Saturday, and the brunch will be on a Sunday. But this year, again, included with your ticket is the dinner at a restaurant in North Austin. And then the next day, we're going to have get all this over to the boat. Man. So again, it's just one of these things right here. This is going to be lit. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Bring your questions. You're talking about Andre Hatchett going to be there. Kiera of Charm City Buyers. You're talking about Rashana Scott. Several other people. I can't name them yet. I got to be quiet. Terry's going to be there. Stock Terry's going to be there. Now, it's going to be lit when Terry and all of us get in the same spot. So again, that's what's coming up. Again, I share all these things. I do all these things to kind of get you into the room with certain people. You see all these people here, even Annette's here. All these people are connecting in different states. Everybody, when I left this event, all these people are connecting and buying property together in different states. And what I tell y'all is, gotta get around these rooms. You gotta get where these people are. You gotta talk to people, because what's happening is people are partnering up and going on about their life. Again, I shared a stat on the community page about 138% increase in African-American families earning $200,000. Of course, people are like, oh. Again, the narrative that everybody's struggling and dying and being poor just isn't happening. But if you sit, and you you sit and you ignore, all the good stuff going on, all the education going on, all the people connecting. This is what's happening. I can name off 4 or 5 people in here, which I ain't telling their business. They're buying a freaking apartment together already. They're buying apartments. And, when we counted it all up upstairs, now we're missing about 12 people out of this picture. But when we were counted all up upstairs, we realized there's about $50 million in the room. Let me say that again. I know y'all won't believe me. There's $50 million in the room at this event. And we were talking about, man, we could put a fund together this week. What we doing? There's plenty of money in this room. There are several people in this room who own 12 or more rentals. She owns 44. 2 people back here own 12. There is a couple, I can't see them. I think they're way over here. Husband and wife, they own 4 trucks. Great people out of New Jersey. They're in trucking too. There's several people in this picture. I ain't trying to tell their business. I think she has 22 properties. I think she was on, what's up, Charles Ogilvie? She was in the back. She was the one that was on Charles Ogilvie's recent podcast. Like, her grandma inherited a house, like 28 units or whatever. There are several people in this photo has like 10 plus units. Okay. And this guy right here is like one of the wealthiest dudes in, I think, New Jersey. If Andre Hatchett, if you remember, when he got on stage and talked, I don't know if he's in New Jersey or Philly, but he was up there talking, and he was saying how he had like a heart condition or something had happened to him health-wise. And he was like, oh, I got to get serious today. I just started buying up property because he wants his children to have a great future. Rashana Scott's out there raising money in Chicago. This lady over here, I forgot exactly what she do, but she got some money. This right here, Sabine, she got money. PA. He was out of PA. Correct me, thank you. PA. You got Annette Swerf out here owning rentals and investments and going to auctions. You got all these people in this picture. And look how they're dressed. Very casually. Everybody's dressed. Nobody is running around with Rolexes and money falling out the yang. The guy beside me did credit repair, I think. I can't remember. Beside me in Asia. He's trying to buy investments in Detroit. Everybody in this picture is doing extremely well. It looks like your average day African-American person or Hispanic person. This guy beside us is Hispanic, and so was one of the guys in the back. So I don't want to misquote. But at the end of the day, just having a blast. So I don't want to, I'm not trying to oh, you know, a recession's coming. Yeah, recession's coming, but everybody in this room is gonna eat and they gonna be fine. And I'm trying to explain that to y'all in not the least disrespectful way. And people are like, Erica, you ain't gotta say things disrespectful. But that's the point. You're wanting someone to be your mommy or your daddy and motivate you. And I'm just telling y'all, things are moving and shaking out here. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on it. Again, trying to see if I had another. I may pull it up here. Let me see here. Let me see. I may have it up here. I don't know if you guys saw it, but this is in my highlights. You can go see the investment properties I went to go see with Kiera and Khalil. Whoops. Anyway, go check this out on your own. I don't want this over talking me, but you can get properties for 15, 30,000, put money into it. I mean, there's a lot going on. And I just hope you guys aren't missing the boat because you want to get mad with me. But that was my update as far as the when people ask me, oh, how are the trucks doing? How are the trucks doing? The trucks are doing great, all except one truck. All trucks are doing great except for one truck. And that's what you have reserves for. This guy right here, this is a young guy. He came and saw me and Andre Hatchett speak in Dallas. And I think that one had Kendra Barnes at it. Him and his friends, all young, 23, 24, 25, buying property for growth houses. I don't know if Andre Hatcher might remember, but for marijuana and cannabis growth. This guy went and hung out with, what's his name? Lau Stefan from, God, what is his name? From Ty Lopez event. I mean, these people are doing it. Big guy. Go check him out. Golden Key. Go check him out. Again, young guy. Young guy. There's a lot of people who are going to be living, yeah, Paul and his crew, they're going to be living very differently from you. It's not just the millionaire next door. It's literally the assets that are making the difference. Because again, y'all keep, oh, I need $1 million. I need 40,000 a month. If some of y'all had $20,000 a month on top of your job, man, I'm telling you, whole different life. Appliance boot camp. I am at a high-end resort in another country right now. It's filled with African-American families. We all said we were surprised to see so many married couples and families doing well. Definitely got to hold the money you're making in trucking for maintenance. LaDerrick Brown, we actually have a warranty on our trucks, and we bought our trucks at a certain age. But yes, you always hold some money for that. But yeah, I just had to show y'all this because, you know, people hit me up every day. Oh, can you give me some testimonials? Can you look at Hood Estates page? It's full of testimonials. It's full of people buying trucks. It's full of young people. Who's this guy? I don't even know this guy, but I don't know if they tagged him or not. Oh, wait, I did meet this guy. I met this guy in, this is how many people we bump it into. I met this guy in Baltimore. Sir Be Free. Just met him. He's got 2 trucks. Yeah. I mean, again, nice guy, dressed regular, just dressed normal. How to see it? I mean, it's out here, you know? And people are like, well, I need more testimonials, Erica. I'm like, I don't know what more you need. You know, there's a rule of thumb. The person who asks a ton of questions ain't gonna buy nothing. We already know that. So this is a property Hood Estates got, I think, for $13,000 and put $13,000 in it. Fully rehab, ready to rent. Again, they're telling you to stay out the hood. Okay. I mean, that's all I can do. That's all I can do is just show y'all. This is Trucking Justin. I can't remember how many trucks he's on. I think he's on his 2nd truck. No, this Trucking Justin's got to be on number 3 truck. But again, Freightliner, you know the deal. And people are like, but Erica, listen. How many more testimonies do you need? Malik Vanderproof, nice. I love seeing your, yeah, and I love seeing young people get it because the saddest thing I saw when I was in Baltimore was all these young people standing around, which I'm pretty sure a lot of these kids were under 18, but they had told me they closed the Boys and Girls Club. I'm like, for what? So again, this is a woman. Again, woman. People are like, can women do this? Yes, they can. Okay, where's another one? Oh, it's another guy. I can't remember if they didn't want to be tagged, but this is another truck. This color is nice. I ain't gonna front. Now, many people say, well, Erica, what about if there's a recession? If there's a recession, you should be saving money in reserves. Again, look, somebody just asked me about truck repair. Yeah, this guy just paid $857 for truck repair. Trust me, I just shelled out $3,000 for 2 different trucks. I know truck repair is a real thing. You have to take care of these trucks. But again, I keep showing y'all. Let me see. This is another property they had. Bought it for 13. Because I feel like the more I show y'all don't believe it. So again, I'm going to be working on a property in Detroit, and I literally have my camera guy. I'm like, look, I need you to get the drone over the top of this roof being repaired. I need you to show people this is real. This is another person. Some of these people ask not to be tagged because guess what? They have family members who are haters. So sometimes they go, please don't tag me. See, this guy said, please don't tag me. But his picture's out there. So maybe if his cousin see him, I don't know. But again, young guy, please don't tag me. Just show my picture. Done. Okay? Now, why am I showing you this? I was somewhere talking with somebody and I said, you always see people say, man, look at these people owning the quarter stars. Look at these people owning this or owning hotels. We got to get in somewhere. Yeah, get in somewhere. This is part of why I got into trucking, because I saw the future where we were not going to be in certain industries. And a lot of people aren't. Not going to even be included unless you own something. Again, these are people, some of them say don't tag them. I think they got HEB stores they driving stuff for. I can't remember. Again, where's more? I can find more. But again, here's a married couple. Teddy, that's kind of a funny name. It's Teddy, oh, and her husband. Okay, so the woman used that name. All right, they're getting their first truck on the road. Again, truck drivers deliver over 10 billion tons of every commodity consumed and transport over $671 billion worth of goods every year. Now, people are saying, well, Erica, if there's a recession, they're not going to be driving that much. But what are they going to be driving? Food, gas, water, the same stuff they always take. Fruits and vegetables, those things will always be going back and forth. They may not be going taking a bunch of junk to Walmart, but they're going to be moving food back and forth. Now, this is the property they bought for 13 and rehab for 12. You can go look at this on your own time. But this is the before, and they have a great after. Okay, here's another person. I think he said, don't at me. Truck. Okay. Can't remember who this is. Oh, gosh. But I'm doing this in response to some people who, oh, well, you don't even, how am I knowing you're doing this for real? And so it's just kind of funny. But I'm just going to keep showing. This is another woman, Miss J. No driving, no dispatching. But there's going to be some brother go, well, stay not skinny and fine and fat and this and that. The stuff y'all message me is so sad. I really feel sorry for y'all. Do you know what I'm saying? I really feel sorry for you if that's your only metric for living, because you're going to end up 50 years old with no money in your pocket. And nobody's listening to you at that point. Do y'all know who this is? This guy is actually quite fun. Let me see if I can click on his link. Investor. He's in Houston. Yeah, here we go. All right, I clicked on him so y'all can see what I'm talking about. You can come look at his stuff. He's in Fifth Ward investing. Now, why am I talking about this? It's third quarter of the month, and there's 6 more months left to go. And why am I talking about this? Because many of you are asking, well, what are you going to do, Erica? What you going to do? I'm trying to show you this. This is him. This is the same guy that's standing on top of that stuff. Houston real estate developer changing narrative on gentrification with $4 million project. Everybody see these people? Is everybody seeing these people? Okay, so what am I talking about? You got 6 months left in the year. And if you're going to hit, this is the year to hit. If you're going to get those funding, this is the year to get the funding. If you're going to connect with people, this is the year to connect with people. It's been easy going the last year. This is like Asia Sheldon always says, right now, our economy is like hitting fish in a barrel, just shooting fish in a barrel. But when it gets hard, you're going to see a lot of people fall off. Again, I see people renting houses, and guess what? An extra person just moved in, 2 extra people just move in. That's all that happens. And they still pay their rent because they need somewhere to stay. Again, this is him showing his projects in Fifth Ward. For those of you who are in the investment group with me, you know I'm looking in Houston as hard as I can. I'm trying to work with some people. Again, they purchased this for $18,000, rehabbed it for $25,000, new appraised value $69,000. Oh, those $12,000 and $13,000 houses were in Jacksonville, Florida. They were on the tax deed list. They bid for them. So very simple, clean, safe, functional. You know, paint it nice, keep it simple, clean, safe, functional. If y'all never heard Hood Estates. But yeah, this is a good guy to follow. But again, there's probably some women who look right past this guy, you know, not realizing homeboys owning half of Houston. Not half, but mostly Fifth Ward. Again, they're telling you to leave. You living in the suburbs of Houston, and here they are investing right here in Houston. Building them close, but again, you can do what you want when you buy the acre. Okay, so this is him. All right, so this is 2013. Look at that, empty, kind of burnt out. This is what it is now. Now look at what's in the backdrop. The city skyline. People pay. That's why they're so vertical. The homes in Houston are so vertical because people want to see the skyline. Do y'all see what I'm saying? They're doing a combination, John B. They're putting money together. They're putting private investors together. They're getting funding. There's a combination. That's why I put the funding course together, because I'm like, I literally went to my CPA, spent 2 hours just going through. And finally he was like, man, you're such a go-getter. Hey, my friend helped start Horizon Bank in Texas. Go on over there and tell them I sent you. But I wouldn't have got that connection if I hadn't had my foot in the game, and if I hadn't been showing track record. So again, what else? Right? Again, you can see more pictures of him. He's 30-year-old. This is a 30-year-old pharmacist that drove 3.5 hours to start the process on one of the houses. He wants to lease it out to young working professionals and community. So this guy's coming to work with him. Again, don't overlook these opportunities. Y'all should see some video in Houston pretty soon from me, in August, though, not right now. There's some things I'm thinking about doing as far as radio-wise, but we'll talk about that later. Again, you can go look him up. Like, these people are everyday people out here. Everyday people. Look at this guy's cracking me up too. Boom. Look at that. Get a billboard. Get a whole billboard for yourself. I love it. Let me see if I can go on his page. Yeah, there you go. Fred Vernon. Okay. Dad, mom. Again, successful Black people getting married, living their life, having children, you know. Kid, what's this? Amazon Prime. Okay. Trans Global. Look, go follow his page. I mean, I can't even tell you all of it, but go look at his stuff. A lot of his is, you see, is workers. Trans Global, hiring young people to do what? That's all I'm trying to say, y'all. All right, let me see. Another one. I think this is cute. This is both of his ladies. Okay, let me see. I'm just doing this because so many people. There was a guy complaining that all he ever sees on Instagram is people walking around with they half naked bodies. It's terrible. I'm like, what? Who are you following on Instagram? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, again, y'all have to start questioning who are you following and why are you following them? It's coming up in your algorithm for a reason. Let me get over here to Rashana. So long story short, what am I doing for the rest of the year? If you got 6 months left in the year, you need to write down what you're trying to do, because it really, honestly, I was talking to this one girl, and honestly, you can get your financing straight in 90 days or less. You can get your funding straight in 90 days or less. A lot of people don't want to hear that, though. A lot of people aren't willing to call 100 banks. They just aren't. A lot of people aren't willing to call 100 people to help finance something. Again, go read, go see Rashana's page. Partnerships will help increase your capacity. Matt flew out from New York for one day to drive around and get the scoop on Chicago. Okay? Doing the bus tour with her. Again, I know. She shared this up here. I think Todd Millie and his crew, Todd Investments, partnered with her. I'm not certain. But this was $36,000. And of course it needs repairs. Of course it needs work. But again, you get a duplex, 2-unit. Instagram only suggests accounts you interact with. These are facts. Andy Gutson, I drove 8 hours every weekend for 3 months to renovate one of my properties. God bless you, Andy. Woo! That's rough. Eric, I'm planning on buying a semi soon. I'm in California. Any recommendation you might have for me? Not really, George. I mean, just look for good deals, look for good areas. Make sure they do a 100-mile test on your truck, man. Oof, that's my best recommendation at this point. Let me see what else I got in here. Pro style one, I'm fine with getting another $6K a month. I'm not greedy. Yeah, and here's the thing. I know people like, oh, you know, what am I getting for 10K? What's my ROI? I need to know my ROI. Listen, I'd rather have 20% of a deal than 100% of no deal. I'd rather take 5K and us go buy a property than someone complain about, well, I just couldn't get in the market. I didn't have enough money saved up. There's no reason for that. There's just none. You have sweat equity. So what are some questions you guys have of me? Put them in the comments about trucks and real estate. I definitely want to go over them. What are some questions y'all have about trucks and real estate? Again, what are some of the questions you have about getting funding, investing? There's Andre Hatchett, Annette, all of them. We all squeezed in. That's some drunk eyes. Ignore those. Again, she's not passed out. She's just showing us the shirt. Asia's just doing whatever Asia does. All right. And, you know, I'm sitting here ringing the bell, which is probably getting on y'all nerves about you got to invest. But I just see it. I see the next 10 years of people never get a break. And I see a ton of people going to be getting married. I know y'all don't believe me. I know y'all like, Erica, what are you talking about? I see a lot of people jumping up, getting hitched and married and living together with folks they don't even like because it's going to be inflation. It's going to be tough. 100-mile test. So at the dealership, what you can require, which I do at this point now from now on, is they do a 100-mile road test. It's where the mechanic gets in the truck and drives at 100 miles, whether he drives 50 one direction, come back, or whatever. And usually within 100 miles, whatever could go wrong, if he go on the highway and come back, it's going to go off. If it's an alarm or alert or something's not connected, he legally has to fix it. If something goes off and then he comes back and doesn't tell you, like, that dealership's in legal trouble. So that's what a 100-mile road test is. That's why it's so important. I don't have any recommendations for third-party companies in Houston. I would have to look up some because really I just don't want all the trucks sitting with one company anyway. Regardless if the company's nice to me or not, I still would like to have 2 companies, have it spread out. So, this is some of Rashana's stuff. I'm just showing different stuff. But yeah, I mean, how much a burden is maintenance for 1 year? It depends. Oil changes, I think, are around $500 or something like that. Right now, I have a warranty on almost every truck we purchase in a group. It has a warranty, and thank God. You know, we had one truck have an issue, and it was like, "Are you kidding me?" And so warranties are good. A lot of times, you have to be careful which ones you buy. I have Premium 2000. Some people claim, you know, warranties aren't worth the paper they're on, but I don't believe that. So again, here's another one, I think. Looks like a new porch is on. That looks like a new center block, but okay. And there's another girl. Oh, if I see I can pull her up. I'm supposed to meet her when I go. Principles of increase. There she is. I should meet her while we're in Chicago, but we'll see. She is quite busy. So they were living in what you would call the hood, and she was homeschooling the girls, and they ended up getting like 2 properties in Chicago in the hood. Again, Let me see if this is the one telling the story. This is the new one. Cash is king, but good credit can help you achieve your business goals too. Improving our credit helped us purchase another investment property and get a loan to fix it up. So they live in a neighborhood that's basically getting gentrified, and they inherited a free house. Go read her story on your own. Put your questions in the chat for me. If you go read her story on her own, essentially her husband was like, "Yo, can you stay?" Like they inherited a house, they fixed it up, and she stayed home with the kids and homeschooled. But you can do that when you inherit a house. See, people inherit their grandma's house and go, "Man, I ain't working on that." So now where they live at is become gentrified. Like it's gentrified so much that it was on the news of all these people moving to the neighborhood. So imagine if they didn't take their grandma's house and just gave it up. They would have missed out on all this income. They got money. So then of course now they getting over. Let me see what the area, if she says it. Inglewood by Whole Foods. Yo, Inglewood. Anybody know where Inglewood is in Chicago? Let's copy that. I'm gonna go Google that. But that's essentially what was in the newspaper. She had inherited a house in Inglewood. People were like, "Oh, don't stay over there. It's horrible." And they inherited an absolutely debt-free house, debt-free. Let me see what else. I don't think she doesn't post much. She posts more mommy stuff and like enjoying her life. But yeah, they're married. They having a good life. I don't think they do. Yeah, they don't post a lot on here. She talks about just kind of enjoying her life. That wow, Jamar said my truck is on his third driver and second company. Congratulations, man. That sounds tough, but it's hard. Like getting a good driver is hard, y'all. That's why it's like so tough to switch. Let me see if I can pull up Inglewood. Let me stop sharing my screen and I'll pull it up. Let's see what we got here. Inglewood, Chicago. Let's see what we can pull up. I mean, y'all don't know this, but I have a grandparent in Chicago. Okay. Inglewood, Chicago is officially 77th official community area in the United States. At its peak population in 1960, it had over 97,000 people live in approximately 3 square miles. Now the population is 26,000, right? In 2015. Why? Because, oh, it's not great, right? It's dangerous. Now, 2013, this is the funny part. 2013, it said Inglewood was one of the most dangerous cities in Chicago. But now they're putting a Whole Foods in Inglewood. What does that mean? Again, they still say don't move to Inglewood. You know, they're talking about people getting shot, things happening. But let's look at some of Trulia, just to give you an idea. I mean, Inglewood is no good anywhere, huh? Inglewood, Chicago, Inglewood, and California. Let's see if we can pull up some stuff. California knows how to party. They know how. Let me see. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and show y'all this. Okay. So we're going to share. Well, if the computer will let me. You know, the computer's been on its last leg a minute here. Now it's time to let it go. Go get an apple or something. All right. So this is Inglewood. This is, of course, them talking bad about Inglewood. Oh, it's Inglewood. 12 hours in the most. Chicago's one of Chicago's most dangerous neighborhoods. Now, this girl lives there, and she posts pictures of them sitting outside having cookouts. Her white hipster neighbors moving into the neighborhood left and right. Okay. Again, you can read all about this. Now, I'm not saying these people are lying. I'm not saying that it didn't work bad, but to go from 97,000 to 26,000 people, way less people. Okay. Okay. Now let's click over here to Trulia and see what's going on in Inglewood. Prices. Now look at all these green dots. Look at all these green dots over here. Okay. Now let's go down and see some prices. Inglewood in California is still expensive now to the football stadium. Yeah, exactly. All right, so you got 85,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, 20,000. Okay, anybody in the comments see this? Okay, you see this 20,000, 65,000, 29,000, 159,000. I'm pretty sure this is completely renovated. Oh, it seems like a duplex, 6-bathroom, 2-bed. Okay, do y'all see this? We might make a Rashana Scott take us by Inglewood for $159,000. This might be worth it, y'all. Let me pop this up in another window. Okay, $10,000. Okay, you see the boarded up. You see it boarded up. Marcus Smith, you're awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just shared. Hey, Mentor Shelley, thank you so much. If you guys can see this clearly or you need me to zoom in, put it in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments if you can see it. It should be big enough. If I need to zoom in, let me know. You guys got to give me information. I can't tell if you can't see. What is this? How much money should my wife, I guess, and I put away for trucks? What's the best profits we can expect if we put married couple team in a truck? So I have a married couple in a truck, but she don't drive because she really don't speak English. I would say my hope was to have 2 teams in trucks, in the last 2 trucks, which I'm a little perturbed that I don't. I would say how much money you put away to buy a truck. I mean, you can get financing that will let you put 10 grand down or 20 grand down. I mean, it just depends on the credit, what's going on with the credit. Like several people who took the Hood Estates class, they went over to Navy Federal in different places and other credit unions, and they got a line of credit because their credit score was high, and then used that line of credit to buy a truck. Again, we're buying used trucks around $35,000 to $40,000. So do the math on that. And I mean, and the reason I bring that up, the price, because so many people are running around driving BMWs that are $45,000 to $50,000. Comparison to a truck that's $35,000, which you're gonna have to save some money. But again, I just show, again, they say on average $1,000 a week, but it just all depends. You see mine, some of mine are 1,800, some are 2,000, and those are single drivers. So not just, it's just one guy. So again, 55, there's 25,000, 29,000, 43,000, 65,000. That's a duplex because remember, 6 bedroom, 2 baths. That means 3-1 on both sides. Thank you, John B, for the $5 super chat. Thank you again, Azora 23 for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Marcus Smith, for the super chat. Smooth D Smooth, thank you for the $1 super chat. New trucks for 40,000. No, not 40 new trucks. Used trucks. You said you're making 1,000 a week. Not me. If you see the trucks I just showed you. Again, we can go back to Instagram. I don't know. Some of y'all are coming in late, apparently. We can go back to Instagram again. This is not, I'm not showing y'all every single week. You're not my investment group. If you're not my investment group, I'm not breaking it down every single day, every single week. So this is a check after all expenses paid, $1,465. And these are weekly checks. This is 713. Okay. Again, driver pay, e-logs, trailer weekly, escrow weekly, insurance weekly. No worry. Okay. This is another truck, 1,805. Okay. This is another truck, 1,727. Okay. And this was for 2 weeks. It drove for 2 weeks. So he was just behind on the data on this truck. I don't know what is his problem, but he was. Okay. Another truck. This one gave us $2,198 in 1 week. Pretty good week, huh? Okay. It was very cheap that week. Again, driver gets a guaranteed if he has less than 3,000 miles. So this driver got paid $1,650. Not super excited about that. But here is the check amount. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not buying any more trucks in a group. I'm only doing a JV deal with 1 other people. 1 other lady and 1 by myself, and that's it. No more trucks. The rest are just real estate. See, what I think you guys don't understand is I was really serious about my cutoffs. Like when I'm doing something, I mean, come on in, come do it. If I don't have time to oversell you. You know what I mean? So again, now I'm just focusing on real estate. So I'm just showing y'all some of the real estate out there, opportunities. Go back. Okay. Back to Inglewood. Now, why am I just doing that? I just picked one to show y'all. Look how cheap these properties are. And Whole Foods is around the corner. Now, I don't know what particular part Whole Foods is. I need to go find it. But yeah, for sale by owner, $36,000. This one, it needs a lot of work. It looked like it do. But it's a duplex. Okay, so these are duplexes. Again, $25,000. This looks like 1 door. $198,000. So that's probably already completely finished and completed. Yeah, it's got new windows. It's got the sticker on it. So cut that grass, clean it up a little bit. Again. Let's see if we look at pictures. Okay. Oh, here's the pictures. All right. Look at that inside there. I don't get my guarantee. So the drivers, I didn't hire any of the drivers. This is why I stuck with this company. They hired the drivers. So some of the drivers are from Sudan. They're from Maryland. They're from another part of Africa. And I think they give them the guarantee of $1,650. I think what's the issue with that is some drivers might abuse it and stay home too much. So, okay. So look at what they put inside these two units. Who are they doing this for? They upgraded this. Look at this. They did not upgrade this for the regulars. They upgraded this for some hipsters, y'all. Granite countertops. Come on now. Okay, look at that. Look at that bathroom. Look at that bathroom, y'all. That is not upgraded for just regular old folk. New water heaters. They probably need to put a little bit more paint on this wall. I'd feel better about it. Some Kills paint, which they probably did the floor. Kills paint. Look at that. That's nice. That is actually really nice. That's a nice long hole because it's just brick. I mean, like, they can't even burn that bad boy up. Okay. 99, 24,000. See, now when I look at stuff like this, if it has a down unit beside it, I would get it. If you have two that are abandoned beside each other, that's just not good, because usually a reasonable person wouldn't. Cash Money, you show people how to get the trucking business set up. There's a link I post all the time, the trucking course link. You can get the trucking course. It's in the comment section right now. It states is the course I follow. That's who I'm following. Is followed it step by step. Only difference is with the investment group, because I put the investment group spin on it, and I put a course together to show you how to do the investment group. Because I was like, you can't ask people. You can say, hey, I want somebody to show me something or treat me nice or talk to me a certain way, and nobody has any guarantee to have to talk to you that way. Now, here's the thing. I've had over 6,000 people look at this link, but I can't remember how many purchased. But this is how I know. This is how I know. I know people will talk and ask and click on the link, but never do anything. So again, it's up to you. I'm putting in the comments right now. This is the trucking link. Shows you step by step how to set all of it up. All right. So again, this is Inglewood. Only reason yes, people are moving south. Yes, taxes are high in Chicago, according to my grandpa and most people. But the thing of it is you'll always have people who are like, I'm not moving down south. Why am I going to move south? I don't want to move all that way. And let's be honest, most people that are productive, active citizens, they've already moved. They've already moved on out. Thank you, Doug, for sharing that. That is our LA Mastermind course. If you want to meet me in person, talk about whatever. I mean, basically for 3 hours, we're going to, whatever your goals are, we're going to knock it out. 3 to 4 hours, actually. We're going to knock it out step by step. We're going to get you the funding. We're going to work through a lot of things in LA. So I think we only have like 3 tickets left or something. But Charles Ogilvie will come off from work. He'll come over as well. But again, look at this. This is a huge, beautiful building for, let's see, for $100,000. Again, they're sitting here trying to tell you, oh, it's so bad. Inglewood's so bad, but yet Whole Foods is over there. Have y'all ever seen Whole Foods be somewhere where it was bad? In the comments, somebody put a 2. Where does Whole Foods usually show up at? A really nice area. Everything by John. Here's the thing. A lot of people, here's the thing. If you want to save 10 to 20,000, go do that. Go do that. See, a lot of times what you have is sometimes you have people who have really stressful careers and they have to do a lot of focus into that. So sending over $5,000 to be a part of an investment group and get payouts is worth it to them. Everybody doesn't have time like everybody else does. So to me, Whole Foods on 63rd. Thank you so much, Full Money. My thing is, you know, that's a problem we have. People have in general. They rather be like, well, if I can't be the king of it, then I don't want to be a part of it. You know, if you only got $5,000, but you're looking for 100,000 in return, your mind ain't right. It's not a lottery ticket. It's an investment. Now, this right here, I wouldn't do. I mean, this store, unless I could buy this store at the same time as I buy the building, I just wouldn't do it because this just to me is loitering. People are going to be loitering around, standing around. Really can't tell them to get away from there, even though that's a duplex right there. Looks like it's on a front street. Yeah, that's a big building. Oh, it's got 3 units. Look at that. 3 meters. It's a 3 building. I mean, it looks like it's a 2. I would need that cleaned up and some other stuff to see better. Oh yeah, it looks kind of dead over there anyway. Well, that looks repaired or new-ish, but that looks terrible. Yeah. So again, these are areas to me. If you're going to invest, I'd pick a street that looks nice, and then I would go from there. What's up, Sacramento, California? What's up? You guys have any other questions? I don't want to keep y'all up here too late. I know it's late, but I just wanted to go over, you know, when people ask me, well, what are you going to do? What are you doing, Erica? I'm going to do the same thing over and over and over and over. I'm going to, and I'm not buying trucks right now. Honestly, I'm only going to get the one that's in a JV deal, one by myself. And then I'm just focusing on real estate. Because what happens is when any kind of recession or anything that happens, it won't matter if you come in there with a portfolio. You come in there with a fat portfolio of properties. Most banks are going to go, well, this person doesn't need the money. They have money kind of conversation. Everything by John 199 Super Chat. First multi-unit, what state would you recommend? I don't have any states I recommend. What state are you in? All right, because you can get, you know, FHA and live in that bad boy, or you can go into a cheaper state. Yeah, they cleaned this up nice. Oh, that basement is fully finished. Okay, so then I would just clean that up a little bit, put a fence up on that side to match this side. They got new windows over here, so your neighbors is new. This is new. This is just not. Okay. So this is, I think it's this side. This is newer. Yeah, the windows. This is new. This is new. This will probably get cleaned up soon. Because people follow the trend of the street. So it was 160. Now it's 145. Probably because they were holding on to it too long. Who knows? But again, fully rehab, looking for a new owner. Each unit features 3 bedroom, 1 bath. Over 4 concept. First floor is duplex down to the basement. Oh, keyword. Property sold as is. Property is in need of a boiler and furnace. Everything else is complete. Yeah, you got to take money off for that. They want you to put a freaking furnace in that bad boy. So again, West Garfield, Burnside, California, Greensham, California. I would send you all my money, but I need a truck. Get a truck, man. Money Cash, how does a 5K investment work? Well, Doug, here's the thing. I do a whole video explaining, you know, a 5%, 5K is just a 5% equity in it. You know, that's why I'm not doing any more trucks at the moment. I did it to test the group theory and also encourage other people to invest. And it's working well. I love it. I love the group of people we have that reached out. So I'm not doing any more trucks, honestly. I'm only doing real estate investments. And so what you have to understand is that's why I put that course together, how to create your own investment group. Because a lot of you have family you could talk to and invest with and buy your own rentals, honestly. So I'm just sharing information and education here at this point. Because you get to a point where what I try to explain to people is when you start out here, what ends up happening is, I'm trying to say it in the best way possible. When you start as a borrower with not a lot of assets, a lot of banks are like, not really feeling you. But when you start getting more and more assets, by the time you come into the bank, well, now I can go get $200,000 loans, $300,000 loans, 300,000 business lines of credit. I can talk to my CPA and they found me banks that loan me money. So then you don't need people as much. You'll always need people to work with. But my original goal for this was to invest in an apartment. So that's why I said I'm not going to get all lost in the weeds on trucks. I mean, my original goal was to have an apartment investment group. So again, $25,000. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tara White, for the $1 super chat. Thank you, Nick. Southside Chicago has a lot of buildings. It does. That I noticed. Okay, 71st Street. Yeah, that I noticed. It does have a lot of buildings. I would say people always need somewhere to live. Even though you have people leaving Chicago, like you had if I'm a mom and I can move my kid to a safer area, if you stabilize the area, it gets more cleaned up, then you'll move. You'll try to always move to get your kids in a better school, better environment. Now, again, whenever I see a building that's done and the building beside is boarded up, to me, I'm always like, how can I get the building beside it? I know that sounds crazy to y'all, but again, it's a way that you control that street and you encourage your tenants to move in. Because see, not only do you have a new building, the house beside you is new. Do you see what I'm saying? And it would make a single mom feel safe, a young family feel safe when you have, oh yeah, I own the building beside it, kind of thing, conversations. So look at this. In 2005, it sold for $240,000. 5 years later, of course, they foreclosed. They got it for $18,000, most likely at auction. Then 2011, a year later, they put some more money in. They're selling for $20,000. So now they're selling it again. It got foreclosed again. So what you need to understand is apparently in this area, for whatever reason, people are foreclosing. That's bananas. So again, foreclosure. This is why learning about credit and learning about. No, John, not at the moment. I don't have any 147 3 watch 153 likes. Come on, people. Yeah, it's always like that, man. It's always like that. No, not at the moment. I'm not looking for anything in the apartment. That's the trucking course right there, you guys. Because for me right now, I will keep you guys posted. As soon as there's an opportunity for the apartment thing, I'll keep you posted. Right now, I'm investing with another group of investors. So for the apartment in Huntsville, Alabama. So, but yeah, I just had to show that to you, just kind of giving you guys an idea, which again, you don't have to invest in this neighborhood. You don't have to go in Inglewood. You can go in other neighborhoods. I'm just using this as an example to show you, very low prices. If you're in California and you're seeing this duplex for $159,000, what are your thoughts? You're like, this is cheap as I don't know what, right? Again, it depends on your market. If you're in New York and something's $149,000, $159,000 already completed, done. This is like, no, this is no biggie. Now your thought should be next is, how do I get the place beside it? Because then I want to control that street. The likes are free. Exactly. O'Shea said Jesus paid it all. Right? So for me, the property beside it with the boarded up windows, that's all I would be calling day and night, almost harassing the people to give me this building. How much do I have to pay you? How much do I have to pay you? How much do I have to pay the city? Give me that building so I can clean up that backyard, so that when I have tenants moved in, they see construction going on and repairs going on, and they feel safe about renting there. Again, that's the biggest thing. If you don't learn nothing else from this conversation we're having, that's number one. So anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I just was giving y'all a late show. Again, it's been, look at this, they've been set for every year, $26,000 been having it posted for sale. Good Lord, that's crazy. So learned a lot on here. But anyways, you guys, any other questions? You guys can hit me up in the comments, post it at the video. But again, my third quarter living looks like investment. And it doesn't matter. Oh, let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Because people are like, but the economy is so good, Erica. The economy is so good. I just want to show you this one thing. Because, people get all like, well, the economy, Erica. Trump's economy is kicking butt. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I might not have it up here. Let me go into my other page. Hold on, I'm going to pull it up for you guys. Because I think it's crazy. it gonna pull up or not? My computer's like kicking bricks, y'all. It's about to die. Chicago is growing as well as Detroit. No, Chicago had lost a lot of people, had moved, but a lot of people love Chicago. They just love it. They don't want to leave it. Are there many benefits to being a first-time home buyer? I mean, yeah, different financing rates, different lower interest to get in on stuff. That's basically it. Everybody, oh yeah, this hat, I got it from Annette's Worth. She says got trucks on it. Ah, here it is. I'm gonna show y'all this. Okay, I found it. Okay, so this is, when people are like, the economy's so good, Erica. It's so freaking good. Now, these are all the previous years. The gray bars are recession, right? This is 2008, 2009. And look at the jobs, right? Now, many of you will say, well, but Erica, should I invest if there's a recession? Yes, because people will still need somewhere to live every day of the week. You can also do rent to own for people. There's a million ways to win. And a lot of people will move multiple family members into a house. I've seen it over and over. But this is when people tell you, oh, the jobs, there's like so many jobs in Trump's economy. Every time before a session, you see full employment. Every time before. Okay? So just keep that in mind as you see all the news this weekend about how great the economy is. And this is why I sit out here and I ring the bell. They're giving out loans if you're breathing right now. You know, hence my anger. And I was telling my CPA, like, I need a bank that's going to give me like $150,000. Like, this is crazy in a lump sum. And why I've been like reaching out to different, hey, who are you banking with? Who are you banking with? Who are y'all banking with? Because it's important. It's important. Oh, also on Facebook, I was being petty and I'm in a group. And what I've kind of taken the approach where I'll go in, talk crap, walk away for a week, come back and talk crap again. So hold on, let me see. Oh, here it is. For those of you who are like, Erica, where's that article come from? I don't know. Let me see, I found it. Thank you for the person who posted it in the Facebook group. I appreciate you. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna show y'all this too. Now there's a thing called Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if y'all have seen it. Yeah, I would believe that about Detroit. Yeah, I believe it's shifting for sure. Should we try to buy up assets during a recession when everything is cheap? This is a perfect time for me to, I love when people say this. And people say this in a million different ways. They go, shouldn't we wait to the recession? Now, let me make it very clear. Right now, you see the picture I showed you of all those people connecting, talking to each other, going to events. You don't know those people, right? And if a recession was to hit tomorrow, you still don't know those people. So if you come and say, hey, give me the best deal, nobody knows you. The bank doesn't know you. Nobody in these groups know you. But you're going to say, give me the best deal. Now, what is those people in those groups going to do? Are they going to give you the best deal? If a house is on auction for $5,000, are they going to give it to you for $5,000 or are they going to give it to you for $20,000? Let's do that. Let's be really honest here. Let's do the real, let's do the real. Because I think what happens is we live in this fantasy that like, hey, I'm going to wait till the recession to buy up everything. If you are, there's a great book you should read by Grant Cardone, If You're Not First, You're Last. A lot of the companies that quit advertising, quit marketing, quit being out here trying to get the big bucks, they went away. And what they thought they were going to do was just wait till the recession was over or wait till the recession hit to get stuff cheap. Now, I'll just say it like this. If you aren't buying houses now, if you don't know contractors right now, if you don't know people who can fix your property, what ends up happening is you'll be like a lot of flippers. They get out there, they're like, well, I got this property now, I just got to find a contractor. And then they get burnt by these different contractors because they don't know anybody. They just jumped out at the last minute. And you don't have any relationships. Real estate is a relational business. Trucking is too, but it's different. You always find a trucker. Maybe not be best, but not a truck. It's just the fact that you need to get in these places now. Like the reason I go to Grant Cardone 10X is not necessarily for Grant Cardone. Yes, it's for the rah, but mostly for the people you meet in the place. These are go-getters. Some of them are very busy go-getters. So they're willing to just give Grant Cardone, cut him checks for $10,000 because they don't have time to look at investment. They would just cut him a check for $10,000 and he just tell him what's up. Just tell me. Just show me. Just put my money to work for me. And that's what's going to happen. So it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing when this recession comes. People are going to go, well, I'm going to find deals when the recession hits. People that are already on the ground in those neighborhoods, they're going to buy up properties for like $2,000 a buck. Now, they may sell them to you for $10K, but you didn't get them for $2,000 because you didn't know anybody. So let me see. Yeah, this is a good one. I should share this. Essentially, somebody was asking about where did I get my stats from. Okay, so the largest increase of African American households occurred in the number of households earning over 200,000, which is an increase of 138,000 compared with total population. Go ahead and put this up right here. The size and influence of affluent African Americans is growing faster than non-Hispanic whites across all income segments. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share that on Facebook because, you know, people be acting like, oh, what are you talking about, Erica? And put positive news out of the economy. There you go. There we go. Just go ahead and share that just to cut up on Facebook. All right, here's the next part. Facebook Marketplace. This is somewhere, Randy Allen. In California, houses are super overvalued, so precious metal commodities are undervalued. Warren Buffett quote, when the crowd is weary, you get greedy. When the crowd is greedy, you get weary. Very true. Again, why did I show Inglewood? If every article on Inglewood is, oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. But yet they put a Whole Foods over there. Is it bad? You know, right? If everybody's running away, everything says run away. Is it so bad? Okay, so here is, now people say, well, Erica, I found a truck for this much or that much. Sure, you can find trucks out here for cheap, but watch, there's going to be something wrong with them. Because I had somebody argue with me the other day, and I was like, cool, argue with me. Okay, now let's see what's wrong with this truck. This system, listen to this. This needs a fuel pump and 6 injector. Everything in the truck has a manual. Take a guess how much fuel injectors and a fuel pump costs on a truck. Take a guess. Somebody take a guess in the comment section, and I'll give y'all 30 seconds because I know there's a delay. And I know what happened. This person was driving this truck, and then they realized how much they had to pay to fix it, and they just let it sit there. Hussein Sabak. That's an interesting name. And this is a 2012. It driven 669 miles. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what happened. But go ahead. Somebody take a guess how much that costs. To fix it. Keep going, y'all. Keep putting. I'm gonna let y'all keep putting them in. Here's a Volvo 2012. Let's see. I'm telling y'all, whenever somebody lists them on here, I go, what's wrong with it? Tell me what's wrong with it. Okay. Because what that usually means is they have no reserves. The driver ain't got no credit. Okay. New clutch, new ECM, no NGR. New clutch. What does that mean, y'all? Something was going on with that truck. Okay. 6,000 total fixed fuel injector. But did you hear what I said? All 6 fuel injectors. All 6. All 6. Now, y'all know how I know I'm about to give y'all a number that's going to blow your head. That's going to cost $20,000, depending on the dealership. Now you guys are saying 4,000. Now you may get Hector to hook you up and put it down for cheaper, but there you go, Apple Mac. That truck is toast. That's a $20,000 job. Again, he said all 6 injectors. Pay attention. So basically, he's selling you a giant paperweight. Look at this one. And what happens is these guys, when they realize it's going to cost so much to fix it, they'll just park it. They won't even go get, credit from the bank or nothing. Or they'll just go get another truck because they don't want to fix it. Let me see what's wrong with this one. Okay. One owner, truck is well maintained, drives good, no issues. No way. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Not for that price. Let me see what price he had again. 32,000, maybe not. He may not be lying, but I would get this fixed. Let me see. Oh, what's another one? 22,000. Beautiful pictures, huh? Let's see. What is wrong with it? Good condition, ready to work. Tire 70%, 200 pound. Double bunk, 22,000. He'd have to tell me what's wrong with it. Unless he got off the auction. Now there are some auction sites, but again, 22,000. That's a 2011 truck. Come on, y'all. Let's do the math. Let me see. Let me see if I can find another one. Oh, Peterbilt. Good Lord. 2016 Peterbilt. 72,000. That sounds just about right. It's working. Look at that. Ooh, that's clean. That's clean. He must have got tired of dealing with his driver or something. And it's an automatic. I got it at auction. Let me see. Call today. That's expensive. We finance anybody. We have over 30 lenders and we loan our own money too. 0 money down available. Customers with good credit, with approved credit, need a semi truck and have credit problems. 575 credit score high. No repossession, no foreclosures. 2 years with a CDL. $5,000 cash or trade. Sean Truck and Burning. What do you think about the Copart It auction? I don't know. Each wheel costs like $500. 20 kg. Let me see. New clutch. Old clutch was worn out. It's toast. There you go. Let them catch that headache. Exactly. Let me go. Let me turn this off. Let me look and see real quick if I can find that price. Or I tell y'all something wrong. Okay, so a loss of pressure results when air gets into the fuel lines of a diesel injection pump, causing engine starting and stalling problems, bleeding the fuel system of air, yada, 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 yada. I just want to, now I'm just going to say this. 2011s and 2012s had a lot of problems with Freightliner. I just want to see if I can pull up that price. Fuel pump and injection repair service. What was the number? See what they got over here. Ooh. Okay. Where is it at? Dang, I thought I was going to have it over here. Let me just. I just didn't any kind of. That's not true. No, don't you worry. I want to show you. Because somebody's going to come behind this video. She don't know what she's talking about. All right, the average fuel injector, it says is $1,000, but we want a semi-fuel injector for semi-trucks, not this one. Sorry, it's giving me the wrong one. Semi-truck. Why is it doing that? It's so ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Now, can you find deals for people to help you? Okay. Let me see. No, these are giving the cost for a car. Wrong one. Diesel, yeah. You know, I want this dealership to just go ahead and show it to me, but they won't show it to me. Okay. Are y'all arguing about Detroit in the comment section? It's making me mad now. It won't give me the right thing. Oh, anyway, well, won't pull up, but it can go up to $20,000 depending on the company, depending on where you repair it. You know, can you get it down to 10K? Yeah, possible. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because I think a lot of people probably got the number they got is for like Dodge Rams or towing trucks and not semi trucks. So yeah, semi trucks can go ridiculous. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. I looked down and I was like, what is happening? Let's see. Here you go. It says, listen, it says on average can be $15,000 a year in repairs. Talking about just commercial trucks, the cost of operating. Hopefully not 15,000, but it does happen. I like this. This is pretty good. This is a good website. If you guys want to see this, let me share this and then I'm gonna get on out of here. But I just want to make sure you guys got an idea about stuff just costs, right? So a lot of people are like, well, I only have $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. And it's like, that's not gonna do nothing for nobody. Real cost of trucking in the United States, okay? Here's one. Fuel, $20,000 fuel gallons compared to a car. Trucking trailer, driver salaries, new trailers cost $50,000, new cabs cost $100,000. Repairs and maintenance, you know, permits, licenses, and tolls. Coffee, that's pretty funny. $600 of coffee per industry driver. That's what they think. Fuel tax, and this is called the truckersreport.com. Just check it out for yourself. But good information. I just see a lot of young men who could drive and make money, maybe getting shut out a little bit. Be careful of all the people coming in the marketplace. But yeah, Facebook Marketplace is a great place to kind of review things, see things that are for sale. Like again, this Freightliner is $8,000 from 2007. Now, could it be totally fine? Sure. Good motor transmission runs. It just needs new tires and brake shoes. Good luck with that. $14,000. Let's see what's wrong with it. Oh, International Pro Star. I don't like those. Saying it works. Let's see what this one says. It's saying it works. That'd be interesting for that price. Volvo trucks. But anyway, I just had to do that. Give you those updates. Let you guys just see some things. You know, why am I investing the way I do? Why am I capping it at a certain number? Why am I completely focused on real estate and just balancing out the portfolio? I mean, there's a lot of reasons I'm doing what I do. If you watch the channel enough, hopefully you're kind of seeing why I do what I do and in what order. Just, you know, pay attention to the trends, y'all. So look, this is your girl Erica from the Classic Line blog. If I don't see you at the boat party VIP dinner, which is it's an annual thing, it will be an annual thing. Don't miss out. Every year it's going to probably get a little bit more expensive. We will have the July 13th boat bus tour in Chicago. Then you'll have the July 9th Now there's a meetup Charles Ogilvie is putting together for the afternoon. It's not going to be as intensive as the mastermind. It's just saying, like, by the time I do all that mastermind all day with all those people, by the time I get to the happy hour meetup, we're going to be eating food, drinking, and saying, hey, how you doing? It's going to be pretty light conversation. But I'll try to bring my best. So anyway, you guys, this is your girl Erica from the Classical Line blog. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out this late. And got trucks. Later, you guys.